Wow, look at this day we're having, Dan.
This is the hot one inland too, right? Friday. I think it was going to be close to 100 degrees.
Where? In
So,
100 in Sacramento?
100 in Livermore, I know.
Oh, it's Livermore.
Close to,
Jeez.
like, 97 or something? Yeah, this is, man, it doesn't get any better up here in summertime, right?
No, this is,
It's just,
summer can be pretty foggy here. Our summer really comes, I would say, in fall.
yeah, that's usually,
It's like perfect then. I just ordered some new tires.
yeah.
These tires were just something I found in the garage that I was using for my other dirt touring bike. But I ordered a 2.6 for the front.
Yep.
Have you run a bigger tire on the front? Like something that big?
Not on this bike specifically, but I want to try to go bigger. I've run a 2.4 on my full suspension, and I am a total believer in just the bigger setup, you know, for the kind of riding we do. And especially on the hardtail, I think it makes sense.
Castilias. I look over and I see him just sitting there staring at us.
This is a 235 maybe?
Oh.
2.3?
Front and back?
Yeah, and these, I think like I told you, they were tires that I had put onto Shannon's old mountain bike. And because we had replaced her mountain bike, these were just sitting. So I went to the more, I originally built this also with more of a cross-country tire setup. But I realized quickly that some of the more aggressive stuff out in Annandale,
Yeah.
I was a little underpowered with that tire setup.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll follow you. Looks like we're gonna go through that little.
A little wash right here.
Yeah.
Especially with the camera moving.
Yeah. All right. Ooh.
I could bring the full suspension out and ride it, but it wouldn't be as challenging. It just wouldn't be as much fun as it is on the hardtails. That's the way I mean, there's a time and a place for the full suspension bikes, but
Yeah,
I love these things.
me too.
I just love them.
I do think there's a couple of spots where it's really rough, where you're kind of like, okay, I can hear the chain slapping, and the full suspension would be nice right there. But for everything else, it's just, it's so smooth. And
For me, it's like the perfect machine for those trails.
yeah, you never have to have your rear shock rebuilt after riding that trail. I love these handlebars. How do you like your handlebars?
Absolutely love them. It's just such a more natural position. I had somebody tell me that aesthetics mean too much to them to go to bars like this.
Oh man,
Well, we're not
dissed
talking to
hard.
us.
Wow, you got dissed hard, Dan. I think the aesthetics of these bars is awesome.
I love it.
Does it really look that weird to have bars that sweep
It
back?
doesn't to me. But once you ride them, I find myself never feeling like I need to reposition my hands. I can just stay in this position for a long time and feel comfortable with no wrist pain.
And as far as technical, I don't feel like I was at any disadvantage through the
Almost
technical stuff.
At an advantage, probably. It's probably advantageous to be in a really comfortable position.
So I wanted to do an update video today, just on this steel bike, and I've been putting some rides in on it and making some adjustments to it over the past, I guess it's been about a month now, but I've been really busy. Miss Cools and I just got back from the Tour de los Padres. We did that, and then we went back down 2 weeks later to go to the Tour de los Padres after party, so we could talk to some of the other riders and share stories about the event and kind of hear how it went for other people. So that was a lot of fun. And so in between that, haven't been riding this bike a lot, but I've been trying to get it dialed in for this summer, because I plan to do a couple more long distance bike packing rides on it. And today I thought, oh, this would be a great day to go out, meet up with Dan, and go do a couple loops up in our local trails here, just to see how some of these things are affecting the ride feel. But the one big change was I just put a new stem on it, and this is definitely the shortest stem I've ever used. This is the shortest stem I've ever used, and I'm getting used to it. I'm starting to like the way it feels, the way it handles off-road, and just going down the road, I do think it's pretty comfortable. So the stem I bought was this NV. It's by the way, this is the first NV component I've ever owned. Usually, as much as I like a lot of their stuff, you know, it's definitely in a price range that's out of my league. But this particular stem I found on sale. It was a closeout sale, and it was cheaper than the typical, you know, mountain bike stem. So I went ahead and bought it, and I have to say I do like the way it looks overall. I think it's cool. It's a 50mm stem, so I think that's partly why it's was on closeout. I don't know if 50mm stems are very popular in the mountain biking world. I'm pretty happy with it. I'll give you some overview shots here. We can take a look at it. You guys can tell me what you think. I know it's not a modern mountain bike by any means, but I think for what I want it to do, I think it's a good starting point. So I guess I misspoke back there, but I actually do own another NV product. I have this fork for this road bike. So what we're doing for this new hardtail, I ordered some new tires like I mentioned earlier in this video, and the package arrived as I was editing, so I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and see what these are. Thought I would show everyone the tires that I ordered for this bike. So just ordered a couple of new tires for this bike, and I wanted to try out a little bit of a different tire. Right now I'm running the Schwalbe. So anyhow, what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at these tires. I don't know if I'll set them up, but maybe I will. So why I bought these is these are Continental Cross King Protection with the black chili compound. And I know that Schwalbe, or Continental I should say, is going to be changing the branding of this line of tires. So in the future we will not have the Cross Kings or the Race Kings. So I thought I would buy some. I've been wanting to try these for a really long time, and I'm excited. They have a similar knob to the one on the front here. So it has a similar knob as a Racing Ray. These test pretty well on bicycle rolling resistance, pretty low rolling resistance tire on the rolling drum. So I can only assume then that they're going to be pretty fast when I'm out on a smooth paved road trying to get from one dirt section to another. The 2.6 is what I'm most interested in seeing how it's going to fit. I've already got a 2.3 on the back and it fits just fine. So maybe what I'll do is I'll put this 2.6 on so we can take a look at it. So as a starting point or reference point, here's what the current tire looks like between the fork blades. As you can see, there's, quite a bit of space here. I can easily fit my hand inside there. So we'll see what it looks like with the 2.6 on there. We'll check it out.